Steve Irwin, there's a name you never forget, one of Australia's most famous faces, and since he died his family have been working tirelessly to continue his legacy of conservation and education, and now their work at the Sunshine Zoo in Australia is being turned into a new TV series. Let's have a look.
It's really more of a resort for wildlife. You're able to experience them hands-on. You see them, you feel them. You discover a koala smells like eucalyptus.
It's all about encouraging people to fall in love with wildlife and make a difference on the planet.
With everything that we do, we're ultimately trying to continue Dad's legacy. We really are kicking the goals that he originally set.
Well, I'm delighted to say that the Irwins, Terry, Bindi and Robert, are here.
Yay!
Crikey,
it's the Irwins!
Welcome to the UK.
Thank you. We love it here.
Do you?
Yes, I have stopped drinking coffee and I've taken up tea.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
There's not as much crocodiles and snakes,
No.
but it's still lovely. There's lots of squirrels. We don't have squirrels in Australia,
Don't
so
you?
we're loving it. Yeah.
Gotta say, Robert, you're a chip off the old block.
Oh, thanks.
Just you look like his dad.
Oh, very much so. Just every day more and more. I remember I was going through some old photos and I got a photograph out and said, "What do you think of this?" And he goes, "It's a photo of me." No, it's not. It's a young dad photo.
Yeah.
What's interesting, though, is that I mean, obviously we knew what Steve did and his passion for nature. What we didn't realise at the time necessarily was how that was a family-wide sort of venture.
Yes. No, he was definitely larger than life, and we're very proud to be carrying on with what he started.
It's true, and what's so special is that to everyone, Dad was the ultimate wildlife warrior, but to us, he was the greatest dad, and to be able to carry on in his footsteps and make sure that his legacy lives on forever is such a blessing. It's what we love. It's not just what we do, it's who we are. So wildlife conservation work at Australia Zoo is so special, and now we have our brand new show, Crikey, it's the Irwins with Animal Planet. It's awesome.
Well, he certainly passed down his enthusiasm. It's just bursting out of the screen. And you very much grew up around animals, didn't you? I mean, we very famously saw the clip, I think, was when your dad held you near to a crocodile.
Yeah,
there was some controversy over that.
We were always jumping in with crocs. It was, but we're still here, so, you know, it's great. We're still here. It was so much fun, though, because Dad always included us in on everything, and so does Mum. And I think that gave us the most amazing gift, where we were able to travel with our family and experience wildlife and conservation work all over the world. And it kind of gave us the opportunity to see outside our own little bubbles. And we all tend to get caught up in our bubbles, but we have to remember that as a society, we have to work together to create positive change for the generations to come.
So this wildlife, you know, as we tragically know, wildlife can be very dangerous. How do you incorporate that? I mean, no doubt we'll see bits in the TV show of you know, dealing with the crocs and all the rest of it. But how do you balance that out? Because part of the beauty of wildlife is its inherent danger.
Oh, absolutely. And I think for me, a passion that we've always had is really showing kind of the other side to these more sort of scary animals. Things like crocodiles, our apex predators. Animals that people see as, you know, just these mindless hunting, killing machines. That's not true at all. Crocodiles, they're my favourite animal, and they really are intelligent creatures. They're great mothers. They're very caring towards one another. So really what we're trying to do in this new series is kind of show wildlife in a different light and show how you can form this connection, this bond with each animal, and really show just how amazing and important they are. Because I think there's never been a time in history that's been more important to conserve our wildlife. I mean, numbers are depleting so much. We need to make sure that we have them on Earth forever.
But do you have a respectful fear, if you like, of the animals as well? I mean, you must at some point have reservation about dealing face-to-face with crocodiles and other dangerous animals.
I think for me, I've always felt it kind of as this respect. Like, you have to have so much respect for these creatures, because crocodiles have been on the planet for 200 million years. They are such amazing animals. So if you can have this respect for them and really learn the rules of crocodiles. So for me, I'm learning how to feed them and how to work alongside them, and it's so fun and exciting, and I get to educate people about them. So it's really great, but you certainly have to have no ego. It's not about you, it's about the animal, and you really have to respect their
it's the difference, isn't it, between what we would traditionally think of as circus and circus animals, and in a way they almost conflated at one stage in history, didn't they? But zoos have become now sanctuaries rather than places just to go and peer and prod and poke.
You know, what's so exciting too is the behind the scenes. So when we're working with our wildlife, it's all natural behavior and big expansive areas, and everything gets out of its enclosures. The tigers go for walks, and the rhinos have 30 acres to play on, and that's what's important and what's new and different. But behind the scenes is the science and the work we're doing to protect wildlife through research and habitat protection and anti-poaching units and all the work that goes on behind the scenes. That's what you don't see up front, and that's why this show's so fun, because you can go, wow, I never knew this was happening. Like the anti-poaching unit in Africa that we support, that's all women. They're amazing. And
yes, I think we've reported on those.
Aren't they incredible?
They are. So these kind of things that zoos support that you don't see when you walk into a zoo are so important.
And in the show, we'll take you there. So we actually go to Africa to see what's going on the ground and really see the problems that are happening and how zoos like Australia Zoo are helping to support that.
I love the way you describe it as a resort for wildlife. That really does encapsulate it, doesn't it, really?
No, it's different now, and it needs to be. So with us, our animals always come first, then our team, and then our visitors. So when you come in, you see really happy, healthy animals that are having a great day, and you can love on everything, and they have so much enrichment. That's the future. And really, if you can get animals into your heart, it makes you more appreciative and tolerant and respectful of people. And that's what it's all about.
I tell you what, you three definitely make me want to come to Australia.
Yay!
You really do. Australia is a country I really want to go to.
Awesome.
Terry, I've got to ask you, because I can't imagine how difficult it is to lose a partner and to raise children on your own, all that entails. Steve would have been so proud of these two, wouldn't he?
Oh, I'll say. I mean, Bindi and Robert have been just amazing, stepping up and being passionate about wildlife and conservation, and so respectful of their dad and his message and mission. And to want to carry on in what he started just really warms my heart, and I couldn't be more proud of him. It's just awesome.
But I have to say, it's because we have Wonder Woman for a mum. I mean, truly, mum's strength and determination to continue on has been such an inspiration for us. So as a family, Dad first came up with the term wildlife warrior, and I really believe that's who we are. We stand up and speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. So together, we want to change the world and help to encourage everyone to make a difference in their own backyards, and we're so proud to be continuing on in Dad's footsteps.
I tell you what, if all
Beautiful family.
If all young people were like you two, the world would be in better hands.
So enthusiastic.
No, it's really good to see you all this morning. Thank you very much
Great
indeed.
to talk to you. Thank you.
And book us our tickets, please,
Yes.
for Australia Zoo.
Yay! And we'll see you on Animal Planet, October 28th.
Oh,
We're
yes.
so excited.
We look forward to
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.